Hello Wa family. Today I've got a brand new manhwa to share with you all, and trust me, this one's going to be legendary. It's a prequel to Solo Leveling. Yes, you heard that right. The name is Solo Leveling, Ragnarok, and it's already packed with jaw-dropping moments. So without any further ado, let's dive straight into the story. The manhwa kicks off by introducing us to the outer gods. These beings are no ordinary deities. They're known as the absolute beings, creators of countless universes since ancient times. These absolute beings, sought after and indulged in eternity, and during that process they created countless matter, souls, and laws. After some time, these absolute beings started feeling bored from the endless repetition. So they came up with a way to enjoy the passage of time. It was observing wars between their own creations. They found it rather entertaining to destroy what they had made. Though countless creations were destroyed and revived through these wars, it became a never-ending process. But this endless cycle was necessary to stave off the boredom of the absolute beings. However, a sudden incident occurred. An absolute being was killed by its own creations while observing the ongoing battle. When this news spread across other dimensions, the other absolute beings gathered in one place to observe the world that had lost its master. The death of their comrade, caused by a creation they had themselves brought to life, surprised them. Yet, despite this, they ignored the incident and shared one thought. A power with no owner will belong to whoever claims it first. Then the scene shifts to a boy who has just been accepted into Korea University of Arts. His classmates are shocked that Suho was accepted, while others around him still have to try again. Suddenly, a boy approaches Sung Suho and congratulates him. He says, "I never knew you were so talented. Since when were you this good?" As the audience, we're introduced to the boy whose name is Kim Sang-yeol, but he quickly corrects us saying, "It's not Kim Sang-yeol, it's Lee Yun-cheol." Lee then sneers at Suho and says, "Because of you, my plan to take over the school failed completely. And yet, here you are able to graduate." Meanwhile, we see a group of girls whispering in the background, talking about how Yun-cheol is starting trouble again. One of them says, "Why is he so mean to someone who's just trying to live a happy life after his parents went missing?" Lee then tries to punch Suho, but Suho counters it effortlessly. Suddenly, Lee shouts in confusion, "What the hell? It doesn't hurt at all." But as Suho blocks the attack, he stumbles and falls to the ground. Everyone around is shocked by the scene. 2 years later. The scene shifts forward in time to 2 years later, with Sung Suho heading off to college. On the way, he learns that all the classes in the main building have been moved to the side building due to the sudden appearance of a gate. We get to know that hunters have already entered the gate, and it's been 8 hours since. Someone mentions, they might be coming out soon since it's a D-rank gate. The entire world has changed drastically over the last 3 years with the sudden emergence of these gates. What was believed to be an endless period of chaos, brought on by the constantly shifting world, came to a quick conclusion. This was thanks to an awakener named Woo Jin-chul, who founded the Hunters Association and united all the hunters under one banner with the title of Hunter. We learn that the world is now split into 2 groups, the awakened and the unawakened. The awakened possess powers while the unawakened live normal lives. The scene then shifts to Suho at his college trying to draw something. While doing so, we get a glimpse into his internal struggle as he begins questioning himself. As Suho remembers his past, we discover that his parents are none other than Sung Jin-Woo and Cha Hae-in. He reflects on his mother's words. "I was becoming like father quite well." Suho is left wondering how his father escaped this overwhelming feeling of helplessness. Just as he sinks deeper into thought, his teacher snaps him back to reality asking, "What are you drawing? It looks like an ant person." We then see that Suho has drawn Baru, the formidable ant general from his father's shadow army. The scene shifts to hunters emerging from a gate. The crowd speculates that they might have successfully cleared the gate. We meet Hunter Kim Jong-soo, who speaks to someone about needing to report something to the Hunter Association. He reveals that they encountered a new type of monster, humanoid creatures with blue flames. Although he was scratched during the fight, Kim Jong-soo insists that he's still fine. The person he's speaking with reassures him, saying, "That's good if it's not that dangerous. Go ahead and draft a report to the guild." However, moments later, Kim Jong-soo starts feeling strange. His body begins to change and suddenly he attacks nearby civilians. Chaos erupts as people start running in fear. Meanwhile, Suho and his classmates watch the chaos unfold from a window, growing more nervous by the second. One of Suho's friends turns to Talim saying, "Aren't you a hunter? Do something." But even Talim is scared, unable to act in such a dangerous situation. Suddenly, a person tries to jump across the building towards Suho and his friends. They all try to run, but one girl trips and falls, unable to get up. Suho hesitates, initially turning a blind eye and saying, "I'll call a hunter." But then he questions himself. Why did I leave her to die? He starts thinking about what his father would have done in this situation. Just as the monster is about to attack the fallen girl, Suho jumps in and begins fighting it. At that moment, we see a notification appear. And that's where Chapter 1 ends. To find out what happens next, we'll have to dive into Chapter 2. If you enjoyed the story, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you think about Solo Leveling, Ragnarok. See you in the next video.